So we were going to produce a music video for a really cool artist called Hillari. We had access to a huge nightclub for 3 days. We had a crew and a lot of equipment and lights. And what we realized during those days was that the DIY creative solutions that we came up with was the effects that actually made the music video interesting. What have you built now?
I came up with the idea to just take a window and put some more wood around it.
So join us for this shoot where we show you how we lit the scenes and also how we use the DIY creative affordable solutions to create those interesting shots. Both the artist Hillari and ourselves, we are fond of improvising a little bit. We know that on set you will come up with stuff. But of course you also want to plan so you know you have certain things you're gonna film. Leander is the cinematographer for this project and June Marie is directing it. So they sat down to plan and come up with ideas for the shoot.
The way we use the lights, try to use them a bit differently maybe.
Yeah. That it's kind of like living in a way and make it move.
Try to think out of the box.
Yeah.
So Godox is sponsoring this video. They have a lot of different lamps that we could try and use for the different scenes. Our location for this shoot would be the club Storgata 26. It is very spacious and has a lot of interesting rooms to play around with. Like one thing is to sit at the office trying to plan the visuals and the idea. Another thing is to go to the location and just do a location scout.
Oh my god.
Poor guy.
Especially going there with the artist and the team, you can just share ideas and bring back those ideas you like for this production.
Once I stepped into this room, I was like, ideas.
So we got a lot of ideas by being on set, but we ended up with 5 locations. We had one really dark room where we wanted to create this underwater effect. We had a dance floor, and we had a bathroom that was really small, but we wanted to create some dancing inside that room as well. And we had a bar and some stairs we wanted to film at. That means you are king. It's from my mother. So today is pre-production planning on set. Dancers are coming. Now we're just figuring out what we need for the test today. We do have a trolley, which is very nice when you are in Oslo Center. So we're going to bring everything we need and go to the location and start testing. So the shoot is tomorrow. And since we have quite a lot of equipment and a lot to shoot, we spent the first day moving all the equipment over to the location and start rigging. And you're going for the 4D. That's fun.
That's very fun.
With an interesting lens as well.
Thigh-pock, I guess it's pronounced like that. They are quite small and have some nice character. So yeah, we are forced to have small lenses on this camera, so those were really perfect for this.
These lenses weigh around 400 to 500 grams each, which in pounds would be something like 0.8 to 1.1 pounds. This is very light considering it's full-frame cine lenses. Today we are using them both on the DJI 4D camera and using the Flex system. So the small size and lightweight is highly appreciated today. The lenses are also very fast, T1.5 on all lenses. This is of course good for low light and short depth of field. I'm going to be the focus puller today as well, so shooting T1.5 could be quite interesting today. We are using the 21, 28, 35, 50 and 75mm, and they are all using the M mount. This M mount makes it easy to adapt to various mirrorless cameras, and they will have all the adapters you need. And we will use the L mount adapter for our camera. Check out the Typoc Chimera C in the description below. Good job.
He's just playing cool for the camera.
No.
I'm not faking anything here.
I carry kids at home, so I'm used to this. Hillari's song is about control and losing control, and we want to play around with this during the whole music video. And I think one of the coolest scenes we wanted to plan for was this underwater effect, where we got this drowning, trapped feeling to the visuals that could fit the song. So Morten, you do a lot of time-lapsing, VFX, 3D, but also building stuff. Like every time I get back to the office, you have built something. What have you built now?
I came up with the idea to just take a window and put some more wood around it and then sealing it with silicone. I've not tested it, so I have no idea if it's gonna work.
Oh. Should we test it now?
How are we gonna get it like out? Yeah. I calculated that if we fill it with 5 centimeters of water, it's gonna be 75 liters of water in total. So it's gonna be 75 kilos.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if it doesn't work, what are we gonna do?
Then we know it's not working.
We bought like tape, like you know, like the fixing tape, like the
Oh yeah, I remember the guy with the boat.
I saw this boat in half!
Success so far.
Men jeg synes vi altså skal ta den opp med det vannet her.
Okay.
For å få litt testing bare.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we switch to Norwegian, it's getting serious. Even though it looks like Morten is a bit unsure whether this is going to work, of course the whole rig was secure at least, because that's number one on set, the safety. So just make sure if you make anything like this that it is sturdy. Safety is important. Whoa. Should I get one more bucket just for fun? No leakage. Of course, we needed some waves in the water to create this ripple light effect. So we mounted 2 fans to just constantly blow on the water. If we need more waves, we could always shake the rig a little bit to create more waves. Okay, it was shoot day and we started with the most advanced scene, and that was the underwater scene. You actually only need one light to get this effect, and that's the one light that hits the talent through the water. So we used the Godox 60Bi to get this effect. We also had other lights from Godox that we added because we wanted to really play around with the lights. We also added some TP4 tubes around the top of the water and animate them through the NoLED app. We've added some reflection sheet on the floor and made someone move that a little bit so we could get this reflection back up on the talent to further enhance the ripple effect. Also we had, for the beginning of the scene, we wanted to be warm light hitting the talent and then transition over to the underwater effect. So we used the F400 art from Godox as well to create this animated look throughout the whole scene. That was really fun and gave a nice effect at the beginning of the scene.
Waves up to my neck, I've been sinking. I can't even move. Just another night overthinking. Coins I throw don't make a sound.
So in this room we're all playing around with reflections, texture, and see how the light can be transformed or converted into something really interesting. Leander even brought some his own DIY UV filters with gel in between, and he mounted it together and he placed it in front of the lens. So you could play around with different effects, and it made the light stretch in parts of the shot. It was really interesting. Also fitted the feeling of being trapped, losing control.
If you put your arms around me, don't let go. You can take whatever's mine, oh, it's all yours. If you put your arms around me, don't let go.
Leander also brought some transparent sheets that we hang down from the whole rig and sprayed it with some water to get some droplets. And just by doing this, something happens, you know, the light bounces in different ways and you film through it, you get an effect. We brought a lot of different reflective materials to the set. Aluminum foil, for instance, that's something I think everyone has in their kitchen. And these are the plastic transparent sheets that we hang down from the rig. Use a little bit of time to play around with certain effects. After the aquarium scene, as I like to call it, we had 4 more rooms to film in, and each room had their own challenge for us and how we could light it up. So let's go through those techniques we used. The challenge with this scene was that the talents were going to move a lot across the room, and we want, of course, to have some nice light on the talents and the dancers without making it too flat. So we decided to use a lot of lights to give each part of the dance floor a unique look. Sometimes it's nice to just use the practical light you have on set. On this dance floor, they already had lights in the floor and in some of the walls, so we used that a little bit to just give the little dot over the eye, as we call it in Norway. Dot over the eye. What's
Cherry on top.
And the cherry on top, yes. And the coolest thing that I think for this scene was the background. Leander had this idea of bringing up this black fabric, and behind this fabric we placed the 1200R, and then we were cutting holes in the fabric, and by using then some haze we could get this light streak effect. There were some openings on one side of the dance floor. Here we just placed a couple of light flow mirrors along the dance floor, and then we had a 2400 lamp pointing at the mirrors, giving us these light streaks from the side. That way you can actually create several light sources from one light. It's going to look like there's maybe 3 or 2 lights from the side. So that's really fun. And since this dance floor was quite long, but it was not so high up to the ceiling. In the end of the dance, they are dancing a lot on one part of the dance floor. Here we want some soft light from above. This can be challenging to do with regular lamps, but luckily Godox has this F400R lamp, so that was perfect light for this scene. We also added some tubes here and there to just fill the gaps where we needed some more lights. And since we added one more light to get a warm, nice lift from the side of the dance floor. And of course, every single one of these lights can be animated wirelessly through the NOLED app. And all of this combined amplifies the rhythm and the beat in the song. It's so cool when you can match the visuals and the lighting with the song and the music in a way where it just fits together in timing and in mood and everything. So that was a really fun scene to shoot.
Just take control. Just take control. Just take control. You have my open door. Trust you with both eyes closed. Great things are left unknown. I wanna follow you. You have my open door. Trust you with both eyes closed. Great things are left unknown.
Okay, let's move to the next scene.
I wanna follow you.
What's the mood for this scene?
It's gonna be like everything else, quite moody mood.
Moody mood.
We're gonna keep the red in the bar, but then we're gonna have this sunlight coming through the back door.
Thanks to a nice location and great performance by Hillari and the dancers, we just went for a quite regular light setup. It doesn't always need to be too complicated to get a nice shot. Do you have faith?
You gotta have faith.
This was the backlight, and this was the key light, and here we have the fill light, and with some haze, suddenly you have a nice looking shot.
Wow.
For the staircase, as you can see, it was really tight. We had dancers, we had Hillari, and they were going to move up the stairs while we moved the camera. And there was no room for Leander to be with the camera here, actually. So here we used the DJI 4D Flex system. Then we could just unmount the head of the camera, connect it with a long cable to the brain of the camera, and then put the head of the camera on the end of a long stick, and actually stick the camera down in the staircase and just move it while Hillary was walking up the staircase. So that was fun. We haven't used it that much, the Flex system, but we definitely needed it for this scene. Then there was the last scene inside the bathroom. You might think filming in the bathroom is not very interesting, but with the lights we could do a lot here. And here we also wanted her to dance with the dancers, and it wasn't very big in this bathroom, so we had to figure out how can we move, where could the camera be, where could we put all the lights. Here we combined, I think so to say, all the lights we had. We wanted to fill the room with a color, so we used all the tubes, placing them above each stall. And for a soft, nice headlight, we added the 400 with the blue color. And then the final lamp was the 2400R, pointing directly at the light floor mirror, giving us this warm, nice kick from the door and into the bathroom. So in this bathroom, we wanted to do something creative here as well that was really easy to use if you just think a little bit about how we can modify lights. So Leander put up a 60 bi pointing down into the sink. So when the light was shining down in the water, we got this nice reflection with ripples on Hillari's face, connecting this scene also to the first scene. So that's a very easy way to do it. Just think about how can you use the location or add stuff to it to modify the light and give you an effect. It doesn't need to be so complicated. So by combining all of this is the result.
Bra jobbat dere! Det var en glädje. Vet du vad?
Hillari, we're done.
We're done. It went so effectively and so smooth. I feel like we were just like in a flow. Everybody knew their roles and the dancers knew their roles. And of course there were some challenges like this bathroom right here. Tight room to work in. We know how to work around a challenge. And now it's a wrap. Like I didn't even see it coming. I was just like, oh wow, we're done.
And I agree with you, like when you're on set, you just have to, there's so many challenges that appears that you cannot plan for. And then having both a team behind camera and in front of the camera that can work together easily and just come up with solutions.
Collaborate.
That helps a lot.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining. So that was how we made this music video shoot. Thanks for watching. We hope you learned something new. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe for more videos like this. Of course, check out the lamps from Godox. Thanks for sponsoring this. I'll see you again soon. Ha det bra.